happy full moon. This is the General Love Tarot reading for the week of August 7th, 2017. I feel this is a good week if we pay attention to what is transforming around us. I feel like a lot of us will be going through transitions. A lot of what I can do and what I can't do. I also feel like boundaries are really important this week. And for some of us, we really need to stand strong in boundaries. Especially, I feel for the ones who have family members, friends, coworkers, bosses, you name it, anybody who happens to be codependent or tends to journey a lot through the ego. So this week it will be kind of testy too. I feel like, we're going to be tested on a lot of things that we already know, and be willing to accept new things in our life, be willing to let go of some of the old knowledge and wisdom we have and replace it, rejuvenate it with new knowledge and wisdom. I do feel that just kind of taking a look at the world right now, some of us will experience some pretty intense weather, and others will experience some pretty, mellow and peaceful weather. So it's kind of a mixed thing. Now, does this happen all the time? No, not what I'm talking about. I'm feeling some pretty extreme weather throughout the world, and I think just it's part of the shift. It has to do with the eclipses. It has to do with quite a few planets going retrograde. So just kind of looking at the map and seeing this type of change, I'm feeling this also is a message for us within us that we do need to be willing and accept the shifts, accept the changes that are coming this week and beyond, of course. So I'm opening this reading with the King of Pentacles, which represents Taurian energy. So we got a little bit of Mars, a little bit of Venus. The Mars is not the King of Pentacles, but I'm feeling a lot of Mars energy this week. And now we have Venus, which I feel has a lot to do with love. I feel like it has a lot to do with beauty. So focusing on love and focusing on beauty are the key words for this week. And when things feel out of kilter, I would focus on, again, love and beauty. Let that be your key word for the week. Both of them can really change a lot of the energy that may be kind of up and down for some of you this week. What crosses this, and I'll read more about this as I go, I just want some more cards on the table. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like there's really a lot of new beginnings this week. I do feel like some of you will have a hard time shifting because some of you are fixed, maybe fixed signs. So you're not so easy to, I guess, fluctuate when it comes to changes. I know I'm a Scorpio, so I'm fixed, okay? Leo's fixed, and I do believe Taurus is fixed. Now, there might be some stubbornness that some of you might feel this week in regards to, making those changes. I feel like for some of you, it might have a lot to do with, wanting to start new projects. Just maybe a lot of you are into art. Art came to me here. To where you want to maybe join some festivals this week. Maybe you want to sell a piece of work that you do. I feel like some of you are musicians. So I feel like, this is new beginnings for you, but I feel like the money is tight. For some of you, you are unable to raise the money for what it is you exactly want to do. I feel like you should just take your time. Take your time with it. I feel like you go ahead and start your projects, okay? Things will unfold as they go. Remember to focus on beauty. Focus on transition, because that is what I feel is going to happen for most of us. All right. And again, boundaries. Boundaries are really important here. Now, I do feel like that some of you have got some beautiful offers this week. Okay. I feel like this will be an opportunity to negotiate what it is that you want. Now, I understand that we are in the Mercury retrograde shadow intense, but that should not stop you from being productive and getting the things out that you want to do, completing. I feel like there's a lot of things here that you complete. I also feel like some of you are, you know what? I'm getting some of you might feel at loss here. Maybe there is a sudden move, or maybe you're moving. But what I'm getting is that there is travel, a need to travel to see someone, or perhaps you're helping someone because maybe they don't have a place to go, or they are, financially unstable. But I do want to warn you, because remember, I was talking about in the beginning about codependent energy. Be careful here. Boundaries are very important, that you don't get sucked in, consistently helping someone financially. I do feel like this is a beautiful week for children being born. I do feel like it's a fertility week too for some of you who are trying to get pregnant. This is a good week to make that happen. I also feel that there are things that you have to celebrate. I know it's still Leo's birthday, so happy birthday, Leo, or Leos. But it really is, it's a good week. It's a good week. This card here is telling me you've got to keep standing in your power. Keep standing and protecting yourself, but not to a paranoid level, a level of where you've got to keep up those boundaries. And if you haven't worked on those boundaries, this week is definitely going to test you on that. There are so many support groups too for some of you who are in need of a support group, because you may have a family member who maybe isn't doing well, or it could be just a loved one in general. It could also be you don't know how to handle something. There are so many support groups out there, guys, so you can definitely lean on that. Just looking at the cards for more messages, I feel like there is something regarding a bank. A bank's coming in here. I don't know if this is like some kind of, if you're trying to get a job at a bank, or you're having an issue with your money at a bank. I really feel like it's probably a Mercury retrograde bloop. I also feel like some of you've got some insurance claims in that need to be settled. And so I feel like you'll be working really hard this week on insurance claims. This could be your own medical claims. It could also be something to do with renters or homeowners. Maybe there was a flood, or some other type of accident in your home or apartment. And so therefore you want to, I feel like there's going to be a lot of work and settlement here. Leo also came up here besides Taurus. I also feel like some of you are going to need as much strength and power as you possibly can. There are some things here that I feel, not in a negative way, although if you don't handle it and put healthy boundary on it, it's going to be negative, because it's going to catch you off guard. So the ones that know what I'm talking about, you hear me speaking to you. You know, things have been so upside down on so many things, from money to love, no matter who it has to do with. And it's a lot of it's because you didn't have the boundaries there, and you didn't stand firm in them. If you have healthy boundaries, there's ways to deal with these things that you still come out of this in a healthy way. Okay? Let's look at some love cards. Now here I feel like there's opportunity here for new romance, and also romance that you've already got going. The chemistry is really strong. The attraction's really great. Some of you may have planned a trip to spend time with a loved one, because this is a couple times now I keep seeing a trip. There's also some of you who are actually going away to feel like to a foreign country. So, you're traveling under a Mercury retrograde intense here that's about to go fully retrograde. And so you want to make sure that you have a checklist so that you don't forget everything. Make sure you put your name on your baggages. I say this every Mercury retrograde for the people who are traveling because luggage can get majorly lost under a Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is headed in Virgo. It's retrograding back in Virgo. So I picked up a lot of earth here and fire. So, yeah, so basically you want to just kind of have a checklist when you want to travel. Also, too, I'm picking up a relationship that has something to do with someone who is different than you. I'm getting they either live in a foreign country or they are foreign to you. I do feel like the relationship has potential and that you may be traveling this week to go and see this person. I also feel like there is marriage involved here, okay? Now, for some of you, you may be dealing with someone who hasn't been all that honest, okay, in your life. And perhaps you want to give this relationship a chance, guys, but I do want to say be careful here because I don't feel like somebody isn't telling the complete truth here. Now, it looks like you're going to get support, and this is going to be difficult because this is going to test your trust. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you've done a lot of work to get away from this relationship, but this relationship looks like it's going to present itself again somehow with you. Okay, so you want to really focus in on all that you've worked on to get where you're at today and not to easily fall victim to this person. Now, here we've got soulmate energy. And I feel like, okay, so I'm getting again, somebody is trying to return. A soulmate is trying to return from the past, but you've had issues with them before. So you want to pay attention to what this person has to say before you commit to anything. Because if you easily commit right now with all the aspects that are going on without really checking out truth here, then it's going to catch you off guard. Okay? So my message is for you to go slow. Go slow on this. I feel like there's Aries and Capricorn and Taurus. So we've got Aries, Capricorn, and Taurus. All three of these signs are definitely coming out in the reading of where I feel like you need to be cautious, or I just feel like you need to be careful. Not that it's a bad relationship, but I feel like there might be some promises. Some of this might have to do with a married person or a person that's already committed in a relationship. It may have to be you who's married or committed. I just feel like you need to pay attention to what works and what doesn't work. And if this person does come back, you want to make sure that, they've worked on themselves, they've changed. Otherwise, you're just welcoming back the same pain. I do feel like there's a lot of playfulness and a lot of flirting going on this week. Now all right, let me see what I want to say here. I always, when Mercury goes retrograde, intense retrograde, it's like I start stumbling on my words. Okay, we've got Sagittarius in here too. I feel for some of you who are questioning about someone you just met or someone who's in your life, I feel like you need to move forward on this. Forward means whatever way or direction you're being guided to move on this. I feel like some of you won. I feel like you won over something that uh, you have been feeling like you were at loss for some time. I feel this week you feel you've won. And it's not about a game who won, who lost. But I feel like some of you have been really taken aside, really in a position of vulnerability and feeling vulnerable over something that was very fast and like lightning, disturbing actually. So I feel like you come out the winner here. Now, whatever that has to do, an ending of a relationship, an abandonment, or something that just didn't have closure. I feel like for some of you, you get it this week. Okay? Interesting week. What does the universe want you to know? Well, for some of you, the universe is saying that you are walking away from this stress, this that is not working. Okay? Also, the universe is saying, please focus on what you're attracting in. Focus on the law of attraction here. Focus also on cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. Because somewhere here, I feel like you're attracting in similarities, and that's why things don't work out, and that's why you're frustrated, and that's why you're just like completely saying, I lose faith, I give up, I don't care anymore. But you do care. And you do want something to work for you. Okay? I also feel like this walking away and this stress, sleepless nights, just feeling disturbed has something to do with a water sign. It could be Cancer, could be Scorpio, could be Pisces. All right, so that's what the universe. Let's look what the love has to say. Definitely some of you are disconnecting, but I feel with this disconnection, there are lessons. You will be guided on the lessons that you need to learn if you're just willing to listen. Really focus in on the law of attraction and the law of cause and effect. Okay, I do feel like some of you who have been disconnected, and this also could have been with the water sign, but it's not limited to that. I feel like there's an opportunity for forgiveness. Okay, I feel like there's an opportunity to discuss the situation, either in person, on the phone, email, text, however. I don't advise email or text. I advise to communicate in person, especially with a Mercury retrograde, because otherwise there could be tons of misunderstandings and miscommunication through those ways of communicating. Better in person. Take your time, listen. Let them take their time and listen to you, okay? Clarity. Spirit is saying clarity. Clarity is needed this week. Now, this doesn't have to do just with love. This can have to do with your job, a family member, a friend, okay? Your employees. Again, it's not limited to just love. All right, everyone, have a great week. I wish you much love and blessings. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com, and I look forward to tuning in for the next time. Oh, by the way, I do have my schedule up. I know a lot of you have requested that. I only put my schedule up every week or bi-weekly. I am totally booked this week. Look forward, if you're interested in a reading, to connecting. Much love and blessings.